time?
Well, I guess if we look in recent times, more so back in 2020, where the whole world was affected by it, by what they actually called it as a pandemic, and with this COVID-19 or the coronavirus. When we looked at the source of it, we realized that it was not as it was actually revealed to the world. The way things were done in our beloved country, Australia, and all the countries of the world. But I'll speak more so about our beloved country, Australia, which we are proud to be Aussies. And we always pray for this country to be always protected and delivered from every evil attacks by the Almighty Jesus Christ of Nazareth. All glory to His holy name. But we saw how our country behaved throughout the pandemic, and I call it plandemic. I could not recognize my beautiful Australia any longer. What happened to this democratic country? What happened to this multicultural country? What happened to the freedom of speech, freedom of religion? I saw it diminishing and actually coming to a full halt before we even blinked our eyes. It was a shock, not only to me, I believe, to millions of true Aussies that have lived and all their life in this beautiful country. And throughout those 2 agonizing years, and until this moment, but more so those early 2 years from 2020 to 22, people went through so many trials, so many persecutions, mental attacks, emotional attacks. We saw a very big hike in people trying to commit suicide. Depression, anxiety skyrocketed in all ages, young and old. I personally, throughout those 2 years, received literally thousands upon thousands of emails, messages, and also phone calls. People calling young, crying over the phone, saying, "Bishop, what do you advise me to do? If I don't receive this jab, I don't have a job. If it was only for me, I would have done without a job. But I have a family to feed. I have so much responsibility on my shoulders. I don't have an option." People were absolutely destroyed. Family bond was actually attacked beyond recognition. It made family members to go against one another. Are you jabbed or not? 2 groups fighting. Children not allowing their parents to come and visit them and see their grandchildren. Baptism, like on very precious occasions, which all says what family bond is all about, what our faith is all about. It is the time at baptismal times when all family get together. This is the beauty of our Christian faith. This is the beauty of our Christ. But we saw parents, grandparents being destroyed and shattered, brokenhearted, just because they chose not to be jabbed. The way it was politicized, beyond what it was really worth. The experts, when they initially came out and they said the survival rate of this so-called virus is 99.97 survival rate. I just wonder what kind of a pandemic is this?
Yeah.
Without any help of medications.
Yep.
Survival rate was 99.97 by the FDA, the TGA, and all the experts in the medical fields.
Yep.
So what is the problem then? Mm-hmm. Why are you imposing so strict rules and laws where you have enslaved your own people instead of protecting them? To me, it was slavery.
Yep.
Slavery in the making.
Yep.
So all these question marks naturally arose, asking why? What's happening? Where did this come from? Who is behind all this? And that's where it all began.
Yep.
And also what made us talk, I've said it at the time, and I'll say it again. And it's very sad, and the Lord is my witness. Very sad for me to say this. The Universal Church was so not only quiet about what was happening, but supportive of what was being done to the human race. That really was a shock to me.
Supportive as in with the